Hey everybody, I don't know if y'all recall, but like a month ago, I had picked up a Pioneer PL-112D turntable. Okay, I'm in the process of cleaning it up. Again, these are not tremendously valuable turntables, they're 100% manual. I was actually just giving this a bath and enjoying some punk rock music, because that always cheers me up. But the one thing I was noticing about this is it's floppy. Okay, this is bumping around the table. It was bumping around and everything was like dragging and too loose. So I figured I was going to have to figure out how to tighten up the suspension. And then it turns out that there are actually little clicker switches here that you can just dial in the tension. So we'll try to go up 3 little clicks on each of these 4. Let's set this back down at 0 again. So set it at the bottom. 2, 3 clicks. So you can actually just set the tension on these, and then we can put the platter back on and check it. The cartridge that was on here was an Audio-Technica something or other. The stylus for it was hard to get, a little expensive. It did work actually, and the stylus was available, but because of these high output cartridges, they're made by they're made for Fon Steel by Audio-Technica, and if I were to buy a stylus and mounting hardware for that other Audio-Technica, it would have cost me as much as this cartridge with the mounting hardware. And quite frankly, these cartridges do sound great. They're an AT3600L. So for John Q average listener who's, not drinking their tea with their pinky extended, these are fine. These are a perfectly serviceable cartridge. So I'm just going to keep cleaning this up. Secondarily, dude, whoever had this before me, had taken the feet off the bottom here and thrown them away or whatever. It turns out they were just plastic, like hard plastic feet, so they offered no isolation whatsoever. So I just got some Penn Elcom rubber feet for this. We're going to put those on there. That should do the job. My goal here is not, necessarily a total fantastic restoration, but I want to get this thing ready to use. It's not tremendously valuable. We're not making doodly squat for profit, and if I was paying myself to do this, I would probably be wasting my time. When I'm done, I'm probably going to make 10 bucks. But at the same time, this is a very serviceable turntable. It's a manual turntable, but it's very, very serviceable. These type of units can potentially last forever, so why are we going to throw this in the trash? We're not going to throw this in the trash. We're just going to get it working and send it on down the line to somebody else. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so yeah, it works fine now. I needed to put a good cartridge on it, and we gave it a bath. The laminate on the sides there, the faux wood paneling, is a little rough, but other than that, we're okay. This is a dirty old estate sale record. This is one of those Audio-Technica fan steel cartridges. They work just fine. It fits the player really good. It's got a good arm angle. And I was able to set the tracking force at about 2-ish grams and got it aligned, and it sounds just fine. So don't have to put this player in the grave. It can go find a new home and be happy and live on as a turntable. Completely manual model though, which is kind of interesting. This is a Pioneer PL-122D or 112D. Forgot to mention, but when you get to the end of your record, it's just gonna. This is not an auto returner. Just goes into the lock groove and hangs out and waits for you to come get it. So there you go. Come get me. So I suppose we should probably look for, or at least test a 45 on this, right? Okay, so there goes the clock. Anyway, for those of you who are wondering, that popping noise you heard before, that was a bad connection. That was my fault, not the turntable's fault. Everything is working properly. And, hey, this was not an exciting repair video. It's not in depth, but we got this turntable in, and I was a little bewildered with it, but I decided to go through and fix it. It got 4 rubber feet, which are good, and then we got a good turntable cartridge. The belt seems just fine. and it's able to survive and go on to be a good turntable. The biggest important things with turntables is just having a good steady platter and a good arm, and it meets those requirements, so there's no sense in, you know, sending this down the river or, you know, sending it off as a parts unit. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day.